That is a money fish right there. It's time to head across the ocean with 25 other boats from my hometown for a competitive 2 days of fishing. The Bluff House Marina and Resort on Green Turtle Key in the Abacos is the host for this tournament. They take great care of us, and this year was no different than years of the past. Now, before we did the tournament, we went and did some spearfishing. That's a separate video on the channel. Make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it. We had some awesome spearfishing. But now, let's get started with day one of the tournament. It didn't take long for us to find our first bird-nado of the day. And what a bird-nado is it's birds diving and feeding and going crazy all over the surface because the tunas are down deep, pushing up all the bait, giving the birds a chance to attack them from the surface. Now, when we made our pass trolling through, we hooked up on a fish and it was a good fish. So we put the power man on it. We got Casey. He's our power guy. There's no secret there. Now, in a tournament like this, we need to land these fish as quickly as possible for a couple reasons. Reason number one is we want to just land the fish and move on and keep fishing, looking for other things that we need to get throughout the day. But reason two is there are always sharks lurking. And if a fish gets bit by a shark in almost all fishing tournaments, no matter the size of that fish that you get in, it's disqualified. It's a mutilated fish, and that's just not allowed in this tournament. Now, you'll see we switched off. Casey's a strong guy, but we do have a team and we are allowed to switch off. So we did that just to get a fresh set of hands on the rod. So we're gonna let this play out and you can see the nerve-wracking final moments of this tuna battle.
Giving up?
Just did a pretty gnarly head shake. There's color. Black back right there. We're not seeing color. He's almost to the surface. No, come on, I don't like that shark.
Yep.
No way.
No, it's a tuna.
Oh.
It's a tuna, I just don't like the shakes. That's a blackfin, I mean it's a yellowfin.
It's weird he went outside me right there.
This one, Casey's all you.
I want him. I don't want to be max reach and then have to take it out.
Yeah, you better hold on. I think he's right there.
Yeah. Get him in the boat.
No way.
Get him in the boat, Casey. Holy fuck!
Oh my.
Yeah!
Holy
Joey.
big.
Yes!
Oh my God.
We got to take one more look at that gaff shot because that is as perfect as it gets. Casey nailed it exactly like you want to do and the exact opposite way of what I do a little bit later in the video. I'll give you a perfect example of how not to gaff a fish. But right now we got to celebrate this fish because that is a massive East Coast yellowfin tuna. And I'll talk about that a little bit more, what I mean by East Coast yellowfin tuna.
Hold him, Casey. Hold him, Casey. Oh, fuck. Dude, I have no, strength.
With the fish landed, now I took a sharpened screwdriver to kill the fish, but instead I stabbed the deck of the yellowfin boat, and not the yellowfin fish, but the boat's built tough and no issues.
Casey put the heat on him. We switched off a little bit.
There we go.
But that banjo minnow gets him every time. Beautiful, guys.
You got it?
You got it? Yeah! Alright, we gotta get him in the box. We need another. We need ice. I'm with my #1 fan right here, Con Marie. How did you feel about that last fish find?
I honestly wanted to puke and I'm not even hungover. I was so nervous. But you guys were so calm and I'm so proud of you.
There's no heroes in today. I mean, if you got to pass a rod off, Casey put some serious working on that. He handed it to me. I handed it back to him. He handed it back to me just because we wanted to not be shaking pretty much while we're turning the handle. And right now you can see Michael putting work in again. We got another fish hooked up, and the way this tournament is, we need dolphin, wahoo, and tuna. And there's no big secret to our what would we call our game plan? Or
Yeah.
we want to catch 2 tuna, then we want to catch 2 dolphin and wahoo. So if we land a nice tuna here, hopefully we're going in to go do something different. Not in, but go and do something different. I don't even care. I don't even care if this is a 30 or 40 pound yellowfin. That would be a total game changer compared to what's in that box. But that was a stud of a yellowfin, probably 80, 85 pounds would be my guess. And as far as East Coast yellowfin go, East Coast of Florida, Bahamas is what I'm talking about. 100 pounder is huge. 120, 130 pounder is massive. It's not like in other parts of the world, like in the Gulf, yellowfin tunas get 200 pounds very regularly, and in Mexico down by like Cabo San Lucas or something like that, they get up to 300 pounds and even over 300 pounds. But they're different types of animals. Same animal, but different animal. There's the switch off. You would never even know it by the matching uniforms. They have been told for many years they look the same from the back, but now
Cool.
it's official.
Cool, guys. That's what I want to hear.
That's what Connie wants to hear about her brother, Scott.
Awesome.
Well, people mix me and Connie up a lot too. I'm gonna show you why right here, the little picture.
That fish that we had hooked up never once jumped. So we thought it was a tuna. We could tell it was something heavier. It wasn't a little blackfin. And as it came in, it was super lit up and we thought we had a nice wahoo on at first glance. But upon closer inspection, it was a really nice white marlin. And remember, there is a marlin division, not for money, but we have to get a time
Time, May 9th, 9:39. Good job, Michael.
Thanks.
Scotty boy got a hand on the leader, then a hand on the bill, and he was not letting go. That's a 9:39 a.m. on the first day white marlin catch and release, which gives us a really good chance of winning that division. But we'll have to wait till we get back in and find out later on in the video.
So we got a marlin. Marlin's not a money fish, but I did the timestamp because the first boat to catch a marlin of any kind gets, it's just a trophy.
Going.
All right, dumping them back out of. Connie gets real angry if I pay too much attention to the GoPro. So let me set this up and we're getting the rods out.
Now we fished our butts off for the rest of the day and we could not pull it together with anything similar to what we had in the beginning. We had that first really good fish, but other than that, it was small fish for the rest of the day. But luckily this is a 2-day tournament, so we still have to go back out the next day and fish day 2. But first we got to head into the Bluff House Marina Resort to weigh in our big fish for the day.
That's 98. Looks good.
It's a nice fish.
40.
No, that's a time.
40 p.m.
Yeah.
It's not about the size, it's about the...
For the marlin, it's what time you catch it.
Size, Chom.
You say so.
It is all about size. I don't know.
Videotaping that. It's all about size.
That is not even in the top 100 of worst videos of
I
her.
was
I'm gonna need help with this one.
Yeah.
The guy, like,
You ready? All right, hang on, let's get the head so it doesn't slam. Go. Is it clear?
89.65, number 2.
Damn.
Number 2.
Hey, that's your boat's biggest fish. Your old boat's biggest fish too.
Damn. Just set up the camera and talk to it like it's your baby. Like, be like, listen, sweetheart, we're having struggles and we need to talk. Right now, the camera, you're just not loving me, and I just want to be loved in life, and you won't fucking love me, and I can't make it.
I actually have no idea what she's talking about. Never drinking again. Great day on the water. A lot of work. Actually, it wasn't a great day on the water at all. We caught a tuna and a marlin. Now, it was a big tuna. Now, that was an 89-pound tuna. We just got done weighing it in. And sadly, it was not big enough for first place, but it's only day 1. There are Calcuttas that are paid out daily, so we really wanted the biggest fish, which is a 2-fish aggregate. So if someone got 2 50-pounders, that would beat 1 89-pounder, but that's not the case because wake turbulence, good old Jason and Derek had to go on out and catch a 94 or 98-pounder, I believe. Congratulations, guys. I am so happy for you. But we got day 2 coming up tomorrow, and we did get first place marlin, I believe. We got the marlin is just first person. It's not a billfish tournament, so we weighed in the first marlin or showed a picture of the first marlin.
It is dark 30 on day 2 of the tournament. Now, my job is to watch the radar and this fancy night vision thing. It's pretty awesome, everything that this yellowfin is tricked out with. But after that, we had a beautiful sunrise. Starting off the morning, beautiful sunrise. We have dolphin and wahoo as a must for the day. So we're gonna follow this frigate bird and see what kind of fish he brings us, because a frigate is an awesome sign. You find a frigate, you want to fish it, and you want to fish it hard.
Michael, watch Scott. Go down on this side. I got one hand out.
Yeah, he's small.
What is he, 10?
Maybe.
Oh, no. No way.
I mean, I'm not gonna put someone else on the line it.
Somebody grab him.
That's 10 for sure. Michael's on!
A big daddy. I hope so.
Way out there jumping. Woo! There he goes. There you go. We just doubled our dolphin aggregate. How do you feel about that, Con?
The excitement.
All right, let's get back on him. Scotty's on. Michael's on. Frigate's showing us the way. Here's Frank. It's a little sporty out here today. You can tell by everyone's outfit. Today we went for a very chic, rough weather look.
Earlier in the video, Casey showed you the exact proper way to gaff a fish, and here I'm going to show you everything not to do. That was whip 1, that was whip 2, and I'm like, forget it, I'm going to hand line this fish. Then I looked at it, I was like, this is our biggest dolphin so far, so I'll whiff again, maybe a few more times, and then I'll eventually get the perfect gaff shot on it after 17 attempts. Not afraid of admitting my failures. That was a mess up, but we got it in the boat, and let's move on from there.
Best one yet?
Yeah, that's the biggest one. I just went for a little dramatic. I whiffed.
I'm not mad. I don't like those gaffs either.
No, I think they're awesome tuna gaffs. I do think they're awesome tuna gaffs.
Come up already.
That might be a flipper.
Yeah, he's just like spiraling.
Yeah. We need a wahoo very, very badly. So in the whole spirit of the never drinking again fishing team, Connie's gonna try to offer up something to make the fish gods smile down upon us. She's got her tequila. I'll take that. You got that? Get that? And instead of like lime and salt, we don't have any lime. Well, we actually do, but I'm not getting that. And we don't have any salt, but I mean, there's salt everywhere, all around us. Connie's got her little tequila going. So we got our salted ballyhoo.
No.
Connie, come here. Give it right here, just a little bit of salt. All you gotta use is salt. You got. Okay, I got your hand out. I'm just giving you the salt.
I'm not JoJo. I'll get it.
Okay. Okay, now take your tequila. Connie, take your tequila. How was
Michael.
How was your ballyhoo tequila shot?
That's the dumbest thing you've ever done. Stop it! What is wrong with you? Scott, there's something wrong with him.
full day 2 of fishing, it was time to head back to the dock. And we fished as late as we could, which meant we had to make some tracks. And you can see the crew had some fun. It was a fun ride back. We had plenty of great eating fish in the boat, a nice pile of dolphin. We had yellowfins, blackfins, skippies, and big-eye tunas, but none were big, so nothing was going to help out our tuna weight very much. But Michael got his first marlin, so something had to be done about that.
You guys did good.
I was happy to be here, Joey.
Don't hurt him.
Ready? Oh, you're doing a walk on. Ready?
1, 2.
That's the tradition right there. First marlin, you're going in the water, whether you want to or not, especially when Casey's around. Now let's talk about the results. We're back at the Bluff House going for the awards ceremony. First day, second place tuna, Calcutta. Second day, third place tuna, Calcutta, putting us in second place overall for the tuna division, and we did get the first place for the white marlin. Bottom line, we came home with some money, which helps out on the cost of these trips. I want to say thank you to Connie. She held onto that bucket so tight all the way back to Florida, and it did not go anywhere.